thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for waiting. I am back streaming, listening to your guys' songs better than ever. Well, with a bit of tech difficulties. That's why we are late today, but so excited to be here. Everybody, please let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. We've had some stuff. We've had some stuff today. And I am not alone today. So I'm super excited because this is going to be my first stream with a guest. Yes, first guest on one of our streams. I have Colin Cross from the band Guide here. He's a very talented YouTuber, producer, mix engineer, and he's here to comment on your guys' music just like I do every week and tell you what's up with your tracks and your mixes. So everybody say hi to Colin.
Hey everybody.
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. Can everyone hear me, see me?
Yeah,
very excited to be here.
Very important. We've been trying to set this up. A little bit of a caveat, guys, because this is my first time doing a stream with a guest. I was trying to set up so that he can hear your full tracks through Boombox, like full audio, stereo. But that didn't happen.
We got it 80%. You can hear me, or I can hear you. I can hear the audio, but it's a little bit mono, so it's okay.
Just a little mono.
It's mono, but I can still give a ton of feedback even with mono audio.
Yeah, of course you can. All right. Okay, I see Gabriela says, yes, we can hear and see you. Nick Meyer says, hey, Colin. Tim Lopez says, hey, Colin.
Hey, guys.
Carlos says, new guest. Oh, my God.
This is awesome.
Yes. Okay, guys. It's so good to see you, Kim. It's great to see you, Robert, BTY London, Iku, Valerie, Nick, Gabriella, Joe, Aka, Wunch Machine, Sorib. What is up, you guys? So how's everybody doing? I know it's been a couple of weeks since I was back. So everybody comment the name of the songs you've worked on. And let me know what you were doing. Colin, what is up with you? What have you been doing since we met a couple of weeks ago?
Oh man, I'm super busy. I'm currently in the middle of, believe it or not, mixing a Christmas album for a client.
Honestly, a little late.
Yeah,
they usually do them in like April.
I know, right? Isn't that so funny? I as soon as I got contacted about it, I was like, wow, we're like right up to the line of you being able to get this out. So I have to finish that this week. I'm almost done. It's an amazing Christmas cover album and really, really good. So that's been a ton of fun. But it's really funny to be like humming Christmas songs this time of year. A little early for that.
I know. It's funny when you actually do it like at the timeline people usually do it, which is like April, May. It's like the least Christmassy time ever. Summer's just starting. You're like, really have to hear about Santa Claus? Okay.
That's right. Yeah, I feel my band has a Christmas song and we filmed a music video for it in like maybe July, and I remember thinking this is super weird to like set up a set with a Christmas tree and all that stuff and we got all our stockings out. It's super weird to do that stuff, but really, really fun too. So anyway, if you're not into Christmas music, try making a Christmas song. It's fun.
It is really fun. Yeah, it sounds like you've done a lot of things. You know, you've had your own artist music, you've been with bands, you have your own YouTube channel. Yeah, just because there's a lot of people here right now, maybe you can do, like, just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're focused on. I found Colin through his YouTube tutorials, which I was just kind of looking around for people for me to collaborate with, and I thought his tutorials were amazing. I thought his knowledge of mixing, of how to set up a recording environment was so incredible, a mixing environment, that I was just like, oh, I absolutely have to contact Colin, especially because I know a lot of you guys, not roasting, but also roasting, a lot of y'all need mixing advice, like really bad. So, you know, that's right. Colin, would you mind telling us a little more about yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I am first and foremost a musician and someone who makes music. I play in a band called Broke Royals. My entire reason for getting into music production started when I was 15, playing in a different band and creating music, writing music, and we wanted to get it out there. And so I was recording with like just a line out of a live mixing console into my laptop, like headphone jack. That's the way I recorded our first several songs, and they sounded terrible. And so then I thought, well, I guess we have to pay people to do this. So we paid a lot of money over the next 5 or 6 years. And so I spent a lot of time in pro studios, like recording and working with them and seeing, I think I could do this. And then realizing over time that you can do pretty much everything you need to do in a home studio environment, way lower cost than it used to be. Certainly even than when I started. When I started, getting a decent interface was at least $1,000. Now you can get a great interface for a couple $100.
It's crazy.
And so it's gotten more affordable, more accessible. And so I've had this journey over time of figuring it out, paying a lot of money to go into studios and kind of see what they're doing, learn what they're doing, finally figured out how to piece it all together from a home studio environment. And that's what I'm on a mission to help people do at a professional level. There's no reason you can't create professional sounding music from home. So if you believe that, don't believe that because it's not true and it's holding you back. You can absolutely create professional sounding music from home. My goal is to help people create professional sounding music from their home studio without it feeling overwhelming, without it feeling impossible, because it doesn't have to be. It can be fun. We can enjoy making the music, and mixing is a part of the creative expression. And so I try to make mixing simple and make music production simple for everybody. So I think Alina has a link for me. I have a 3.5 hour basically free course, if you will, on YouTube on how to mix like a professional inside Logic.
It's pinned in the chat, guys.
Okay.
Please save this link, go to it, watch it right after the stream.
That video it's been so cool to watch people. I get like emails every day and comments on that video every day, basically that this is the first time mixing feels accessible. So I'm very proud of that and proud to have that out in the world. And it has a free guide that goes with it that you can download so that anytime you're making music, you can just follow along with that. It's super accessible. So definitely check that out. If you're making music, even if you're not making the same type of music as me, mixing is mixing. I'm sure Alina can speak to that. Like, it doesn't matter what you're mixing. It's always the same tools, the same fundamentals. So yeah, very excited to be here, excited to hear music, and excited to help you all out with music that you're working on.
What's up, guys? Definitely check out Colin's mixing tutorial. It's gonna help you out so much. You guys know all the things I drill into y'all's heads every week about how your vocals are dry, how your kicks are small, how your snares are small, how you don't use enough limiting or you use too much limiting on your master bus. Go to Colin's page, check out his content. You will get so much from it that you really, really need. So, all right, guys, so we're gonna jump right into listening to music. So we have a ton of music submitted this week, so I'm very, very excited to check out. So Colin, I didn't really even brief you on this, so this is gonna be like a fun little introduction to how I run these streams. So we basically do different stream segments, and we always start with a segment called Early Bird segment. And what this means is the first 3 people that submit their songs, we listen to them, like guaranteed every stream. So we have a song called Mission Suicida. Maybe it is in a different language, or maybe misspelling. We will find out. And this is by Yego. So I'm gonna play it. Colin, just let me know if you can like hear it, okay? And
yeah,
you
I'll give you a thumbs up.
well. Awesome.
Those are cool sounds.
I know, right?
¿Cómo es que tú crees que todo está en tu poder? ¿Cómo es que tú crees que voy a estar a tus pies? Si tu único consejo fue que intente crecer. Ya es muy tarde, bebé, quieres retroceder. Yeah. ¿Cómo es que no puedes ver de qué careces? Cuando me criticas en mí tú te ves. Yo no quiero ser el producto de tus errores. Quieres verte otra vez, no caer esta vez. Ya quiero ver cómo tus creencias poco a poco destruyen tu pobre ser. Ya vas a ver. Verme a mí sufrir solo va a hacer que te entierres. Baby, yo me fui vaciando ahora que te enteres. Es misión suicida, ya no tienes otra elección. Tic-tac, tiempo terminó. Bebé, lo siento, actuaste mal. Sigues creyendo que alguien te va a escuchar. Tus 1000 decretos.
All right.
Despotar.
That's awesome.
That was fun. Okay. What do you think, Colin?
That's awesome. Great production, super cool song. And I love that we're only, I don't know how far we made it into that, but like less than a couple of minutes. And a minute, yeah. And we already have several sections that keep us really engaged with the song. It moves at a nice pace. Yeah, that's my initial thought. I do think the intro maybe could be collapsed a little bit.
I know. I love a long intro, but it is kind of like these days you just want to catch people's attention with, you know, when you have a good vocal like that, it's like, all right, you just want to grab them with that good vocal.
You could almost start with like the hook on this song. You could almost take that and make that the actual first thing and just get straight into it.
Yeah, honestly, that vocal chop from the post chorus, if it started with that would be more engaging.
100%.
Yeah, but this sounded really good. Great vocals. I thought the vocal mixing was good. Maybe the vocal was like a hair too loud. I don't know if you heard that or if it was just me.
I would say personally, and there's so much about mixing that is personal preference, and I always encourage people, if you like it, that's all that really matters. But I think it may be a hair loud, and there's this thing that happens between like 300 and 800 that's often kind of a buildup of room noise that it makes the vocal sound a little bit cheaper, especially in a home studio production. And I think a little bit of EQing in that like 300 to 800 hertz range would clean up that vocal a ton. I think that's a common theme. I would say 90% of the vocals that I hear from people early on in mixing, that's a problem. So you'll probably hear that advice a couple times today, but yeah, I definitely think on this vocal, a little bit quieter and a little bit of a cut in that like 300 to 800 hertz range would clean it up a ton.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Great advice, Colin. All right. So we do this thing on these streams. If people like a song, they comment PL, and that means playlist. And I get to add it to like our special playlist. Every month we have a different one. It's really silly. It's called Piggies of the Week and Other Eaters. It's because they like ate so hard. They're a pig.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, it's a lot fun. You know, we have fun here. So I already saw a lot of PL. Sometimes I have to like ask people what they think, but people love this. They were like PL. So you know what, guys?
Yeah.
We have our new September playlist, and that's it.
Piggies of the week and other eaters.
Good job. And next up, we're gonna have a track from Channy. So Channy is a channel regular. His tracks are always very, very cool. They're usually K-pop leaning. And yeah, he's asking, is the main synth kind of old, like out of trend? Okay. Acoustic verse, pre-chorus, maybe pre-chorus is out of context. So mostly like arrangement questions. Let's listen.
Yeah. That little cutout.
I know, right? It's fun.
Okay.
I live for good.
That was really good.
I know, right? It's kind of like
clap for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what do you even comment? Like that was, I think it was great. I personally didn't think anything about this was old, right? He was a little bit concerned, like, oh, is it like dated? I'm like, no, you're taking those nostalgic sounds and you're reimagining them in new ways.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool, like more nostalgic versus like, oh, this sounds old, you know?
It wasn't trying to be anything. It just was cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think nostalgia, like using old sounds is only a problem if you're like trying to do something fresh and modern, or if you're trying to hop on something really present and then you're 6 months too late for that or whatever. In my opinion, anything like this where it's a holistic vision that's so cohesive, I don't think you need to even begin to think about, is it too much of a trend? because that's not what we're talking about here.
No, honestly, and I talk about this as well a lot. Like hopping on trends that are current is such a bad idea because they're already making new trends behind the scenes, at the big labels and the bigger artists, which is who drives the trends, right? So something like this is like and I know this artist, this is their style. Like all their tracks are kind of like, they're not this exact disco vibe. Like I can tell that's Channy. I can tell that's his work, and he has his own lens, right? So Channy, you're always taking over these streams. It sounds amazing. Honestly, I loved everything about it. Don't change a thing. Just get a top liner.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So good. Okay, lots of PLs. I see them. Let's go ahead and add it straight to the playlist, guys. Piggies of the Week, September.
Piggies of the Week and other eaters.
And next up, we're gonna have Aka with Kim. Very good. You guys are collabing. I don't know if Colin, in your community, if people collaborate together. This makes me so happy when people that met on these streams create songs together.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see it a lot more in my private community, but I'll get that. It's my favorite thing. That's probably my single favorite thing.
Guys, make sure you check out Colin's private community. He has something really special for producers and songwriters and mix engineers. Just go to his page, okay? I'm telling you, you will love it. But yeah, let's listen to Aka and Kim Miguel's song.
Magical like a diamond, but when my mind gets darker, nobody can shut my fire. Yeah, you already know I'm a savage. I'm a get it done, gonna party, cause I'm a savage. Got the crown, I'm the one to be so damn savage. Shining like a god, cause I got the aura. Tell them what you want, I don't give a fuck. Can't stop me now, gonna shoot you down. Got the crown, I'm the one to be so damn savage. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Get the freaky on, shining, go touch me. Freaky, get it right. Try to pull me down, gonna get it anyway. Pull up every day like killing every time I break the bass. Everybody look at me, flashes saying, can you pose? I'm a savage. I'm a get it done, gonna party, cause I'm a savage.
Yeah.
I got some like talented people. Like people can make music in this community.
Serious? I mean, that's awesome. There's so many good tricks in that.
I
Like,
know, right?
Little moments that are you're not gonna leave that song and not remember,
I know. It sounds so good, guys. So Kim is a really amazing producer and top liner. Aka, honestly, I don't think I've heard a track like this from you because you mostly make EDM. And for your first or one of the first K-pop tracks, this sounds really, really amazing. This is giving KDA, it's giving K-pop Demon Hunters, it's giving very much that like really aggressive K-pop sound, girl crush. I know boys singing it, but it's still giving girl crush. So, I mean, I think you guys really, really killed it. Vocals sound great. Track hits hard. I mean, great job, honestly.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing.
I agree.
I see like a million PLs too, right? Go straight into the playlist.
I'll add mine on there too. PL.
PL,
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
See, absolutely. Colin gets a PL. Colin gets 2 PLs as the guest. That's right. That's what's
Piggies
up.
of the
Wow,
Week
guys,
and
this is
other
a really
eaters.
strong start to this stream. How amazing is this? So we are done with our early bird segment, and what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go straight into a free-for-all. We're gonna mix things up. So Colin, what this is this is a fun little segment that we do where people on the stream get to comment their song name and we just pick random ones.
Okay.
And we
Awesome.
just review them. So guys, get ready to spam your song's name. The spam is welcome. The spam is allowed. Go for it. You've got about a minute. So put your song names in. Let's go.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, Colin, how is this? How is this vibe? I don't know if you
Ooh.
have like as many K-pop people in your community, but this is a very K-pop loving community over here.
No, I haven't done a lot of K-pop actually. That's an interesting thing. I don't. Yeah, I do. I would say a fair amount of pop, but I would say I lean probably most into like rock, indie rock world. But I've mixed a fair amount of rap, which is like in the same space at least in terms of like production.
Sonics, yeah, the big
Yeah,
bass
exactly.
and
Yeah,
kick, yeah.
exactly. You have to have that huge low end, or I mean, not all K-pop's like that, but yeah.
Honestly, most of it is the huge low
Yeah.
end. Yeah, even the more like light stuff, there always is like presence in the low end, and then it's just more of a cute arrangement.
Sure.
So yeah, all right. So the chat is going crazy. What I do is I just glance at it, and the first thing that catches my mind, I just write it down. So
Okay.
we've got one
Oh
song.
yeah, it is going crazy.
Yeah. Okay. We've got. Sometimes my eyes go blurry if I look at
Yeah,
it.
seriously.
Okay. I got a couple songs. We've got another one. Spam, spam, spam. Guys, let's go. Keep the spam going. Okay, I got another one. Two more. I usually pick 6.
Okay.
All right. One more,
So
guys.
6 in this segment. Awesome.
Okay. And I got my last song for this segment.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. There will be more coming up. But thank you so much for your spam. You can stop the spam now. You can quit the spam. Thank you very much. All right. And our first song is going to be Sacrifice. And this is by Iku. Very nice. All right. Swap the kick for a harder one. Boosted the snare. So sometimes people resubmit their songs, which I totally encourage because they kind of work on them, as we do our thing. So, and this version also has a male singer, some female background vocals. Okay, let's do it.
I love that little telephone
Right?
intro.
Wake up and you'll see you in the morning. I can't stand it, but you just can't ignore it. The way that I feel, I want more. In that and I wonder, I don't see you. You and I, but we don't have no reason. Just a broken frame. And then someday that memory gon' replay again. Oh, can I make you crazy? I just wanna take it, feel this dance. Say you wanna leave, but I don't get a plan. Girl, can I make me crazy? Don't make me just pretend. What if you do it again? Sacrifice, when I lose myself and my dress
Cool chord.
But this
Yeah.
sacrifice when I misspend the time.
That's a good moment right there.
Another just to
And
find.
that's the song title, right? I think.
Sacrifice, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't fake it, not this time. Make it a green card.
What do you think, Colin?
So I think my main hesitation with the song, I didn't mean to use that word, is that the vocals feel hesitant. It doesn't feel like it's not a really commanding performance. I think that it's not. I think they have it in them. They just have to own it. And I would say take what they've done vocally here, and use that as this is now that you have this. Now do the vocals. You know what I mean? This is a great demo vocal performance. Now deliver it. Really give it 100. You know.
I agree. Yeah, it's so interesting, right? Because we talk about vocals a lot here. And I think a lot of the times people think the magic lies in like mixing it a certain way, right? And really, it's always the performance, right?
100%. Yeah. You got to get the vocal. You have to get it right at the source. And there's things that can be done. You can like make vocals extra excited sounding in a mix, but you can't address confidence or hesitance in a mix. You know what I mean? That has to be caught on the mic.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And then another thing I felt here too is I don't know if you felt this way at all, Colin. I kind of don't know where the hook was. Like I couldn't sing it back to you. The vibe was really
Yeah.
fun. The guitars was like, oh, this is sick. Like I'm having fun. But I can't sing it back to you. There wasn't like a catchy part that immediately stuck in my mind. And the chat knows that I'm very like, I have to, if I hear it once and I retain it, that means it's like a hook. And if I
Yeah.
don't, it's kind of like, ooh, maybe just try to add something to it that repeats a little more.
Yeah, I would say the hook, that sacrifice moment, was super cool, but it didn't feel like a chorus to me.
That is what I'm trying to say.
It almost is a bridge, maybe. Like it's like a moment that you remember, but it's not a moment you sang, if that makes sense. Like you're like, oh, that's cool, but it's not that earworm that's like, oh, I can't stop thinking about it.
Earworm is the good word. Yeah, I think it needs like a chorus earworm, right? Just having one catchy, fun moment is not enough. There needs to be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great. It was great. I still see a lot of PLs for this song, so you know
Yeah.
what? Still going to the playlist. Great job, Iku. And yeah, here goes. Piggies of the Week. Let's go.
Piggies of the week and all their
Yeah, I
ears.
do think it's still a really strong song. I think there's a lot of great there. So I look forward to hearing the final version of that for sure.
That's what's up. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. So we've got a song called Home, and this is by Gabriella.
Okay.
And they say it's been a long time since I've actually sat down, made a song. So this isn't the best. Well, don't say that. Maybe
Yeah, don't lead with that.
Yeah, don't lead with that. Okay, just kind of looking for overall feedback is the vibe I get. Yeah, let's check it out. Oh, sorry, I turned it down. I'm trying to do artistic fades on the stream, and then sometimes
You've been crushing it. I noted that.
I'm trying to do it. I also have background music when we talk, and I'm trying to like turn it off and then turn it back on.
It's a lot to manage.
Sometimes I forget. Let's be real. So.
I'm not my flag to start it. I'm not my mother's either. I don't know where I belong.
Vocal throw right there.
Watching
I agree.
from the sidelines, everyone's having a good time. Why can't I just move along? Lay my head on the coffee table, let the sun coming through the window. Bless the songs that make me sadder. Anything can move my matter. Oh, I
Good
don't
big
wanna
switch
go
up.
home.
Yeah.
I don't wanna hear all the things that make me wanna grow up. Oh, I just wanna be alone. I wanna leave this place behind, find a new
It's a bit of a rub going on here between guitar and bass, I think.
home.
Just right there. What do you think, Colin?
So we're a little bit more my sphere now. This is like more like that kind of indie rockish thing. There's a lot of great stuff in this song. I think that this song absolutely could be awesome. The biggest things that jump out to me, timing issues, just tightening up the timing on that guitar. And listen, some of the best bands in the world aren't amazing at timing. And so you should get it as close as you possibly can. And ideally you don't have to do any editing, but you can edit your stuff and just tightening up the timing. I would say that editing is almost more important than mixing. If you have things that feel off, that's the number one thing that an average listener can't necessarily say that's out of time, but they can say there's something wrong here, and it makes it sound unprofessional, you know? So if that bass was like, or I don't know if it's a bass or guitar.
I
that
couldn't
intro
tell,
is-
if it's bass
Yeah,
or guitar. Yeah.
whatever it is, I think it's cool. But like that should be super locked in, just dun, 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 dun. That should never,
yeah.
and just to the grid. People that give advice like you shouldn't do it to the grid with something like that should just be totally locked to the grid. And then I love when that change came with both of those changes. I feel like when you get to that second one, we need big guitars. It needs to move into what it's calling for me at least, is like a big either guitar or synth, but something big and bright and bombastic in that second half, where you mentioned that there's a little bit of a rub. That should be built out a little bit more into like a big chorus, is my initial thought.
I fully agree with absolutely everything you said. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. Those vocals were too dry. They were so dry, right? And I know sometimes people use that for artistic effect, like Billie Eilish, for example.
Absolutely. I love dry vocals in the right context.
In the right context. This didn't feel like the right context. It really didn't. So I would just say a little sauce on your vocals is gonna help a lot. And I also find that like the dry vocals are a lot more unforgiving, right? They're like, you hear recording quality, you hear timing issues, you hear pitch issues, you hear everything so much more. It's kind of like wearing like a bathing suit versus being fully clothed. It's kind of like, I do dry vocal stuff a lot, but I also have like a really good vocal chain and a great room, so it's like proceed at your own risk when you do dry stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like I can't. That's a really great point. That if it has nothing on it, then it has to be excellent.
Like,
it has to be an excellent take. It has to be excellent tone. It has like everything about it has to be, because you're right. It's bikini versus fully clothed. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to see everything, So
that's right.
Get it right. But amazing job, Gabriella. I know it was like kind of vulnerable. You didn't feel good about it. I want you to work on it more. I think there's great stuff in there, so just work on it more. Yeah, and then are we PLing, guys? I'm seeing PL. Oh, I'm already seeing lots of PLs. All right. I haven't even had to ask you guys for PLs. They're just like, PL. All right, great job, Gabriella. You're killing it.
Because of the week and other eaters.
I have a song called Houdini. And this is by Gene Nathaniel. I can't read. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Okay, this is a song they created while they were learning to arrange a song. Really proud of yourself. Perfect. We love confidence. All right. I feel like I managed to mix it properly, but I feel like something is missing, especially in the pre-chorus. All right, let's listen. Okay, they say listen from 54 seconds. Okay, we'll jump right forward and I'll turn up all my sound and let's go.
Are there going to be vocals on this?
I think so. I think this is just an instrumental. They're going to top line. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I agree. I mean, to that last question, I think my initial impression is that it just needs a top line on it. Like, it's okay to have a sparser pre-chorus like that. But what are your thoughts?
I think it could use like a top synth, right? Like even if you have a vocal top line, like a little twinkly bell or just like some kind of little synth line that isn't like an overwhelming one, but just like do 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 do.
Yeah, just
do, do,
little
do.
sparkles.
You know, like something like that. Yeah.
Something for the vocal to play off too.
Yeah. Sometimes I even leave those bits till after I've top lined, because then I can kind of write it around my top line. Because to me, top line is king, right, for pop
Definitely.
music. So I'll write a top line, and they'll be like, okay, like let me just fill in little like holes with little cute like melodies with synths or vocal chops or just anything additional that's more like an extra fun moment, you know, Sonic candy.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree.
But yeah, I felt like you did a good job, Gene. I feel like mix-wise, it was like, I know Colin is hearing in mono, so it's hard to tell. But it felt like pretty like balanced, at least volume-wise. Nothing was like, oh, this is too crazy or this is super soft.
Yeah, the one thing I can't tell if it's coming through, so let me know, Lena. I'm not getting a lot of subs, so I don't know if that is from what I'm hearing.
No,
or
that was the one thing I was gonna say. The only thing I felt like it was a kick specifically. It wasn't bad. I've heard a lot softer, to be honest. I've heard like teeny tiny kicks that are like, poof. This was okay, but I think the sub could go up.
Well, and that's a great little teaching moment, if you will, from a mixing perspective. One of the biggest mistakes that I made early on, I see a lot of people make, is that they just like mix with the levels that they already are. One of the number one things I teach people is to start your mix from 0 and build around what you want to have the most impact in the song. And so for a lot of songs, I actually would start with literally the kick, snare, and vocal in first and then build in around that. That way I'm never fighting for that headroom at the end on my mix. I know that those things are going to cut through and I can build everything in up around it. And so if you know you want a big, powerful kick, don't wait on that. Just like get that figured out early, get that low end figured out early, and then build your mix in around it. And generally I mix from low end kind of up through the mid range and then finish with a lot of the backing vocals and harmony vocals and all that stuff as opposed to starting there.
That makes me so happy to hear, because I literally call this the big three.
Yeah.
And I never really heard anybody talk about this. It's just what I've done for a long time, is like kick, snare, and vocal and lead vocal, and like building everything around that. I love that we're so on the same page. This makes me feel seen and heard.
I know. I feel so validated right now because I agree. Not enough. I think a lot of people, a lot of pro people, engineers, and work with that in mind, but they don't necessarily highlight it in the same way. But that is what you gotta focus on. That you gotta build around that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's interesting. I probably don't build my mix from the low end. I probably build it from the lead vocal, because I don't really do instrumental music, right? So I try to basically start with the lead and have a good level, have a good feeling for it, but then I go straight to the low end after that. That's my next place I go to. Yeah. If you know you want the vocal to sit on top, then don't wait to bring it in. Like some people teach to mix and only bring in the vocals at the very end. Oh,
and
wow.
Literally, how are you going to make that work? Like we all have fader creep. We all have volume creep. So by the end of our mix, we're always fighting for headroom. And so why would you not start with what you know you want to be on the top of the mix?
Is this a term you came up with, or is this a term people use?
Fader creep? You know, I've used it so long, I don't even know anymore.
I love it so much. I've never heard it before. I always like tell people like, yeah, your mix is going to get louder because you keep like turning it up, but I've never heard it like made into a term. I love this.
Yes, absolutely. And it's so true. And it's so important. That headroom, it really matters, because at some point you just can't fight into it anymore. Yeah. And you just can't get your mix. You can't do, and there's no reason for that. It's preventable. So yeah, it just takes a little bit of forethought and a little bit of planning, but yeah, it's a big problem.
It is. For everybody. Yeah, I have such fader creep. Like, I'm always just turning everything up, and then I do this thing called headroom reset, where I just go on everything.
Yeah,
like
just bring it all down.
Yeah, but okay, it's gotta go down. Like, I'm getting a little crazy over here. All right, guys, this was a great job. I see a lot of PLs for Gene, so we're gonna go ahead and add Houdini to the Piggies playlist. Great.
Piggies of the week and other eaters.
We have Fantasize. I think this is a Ariana Grande cover, which covers are good. We're listening for vocal performances and commenting on that. All right, this is a fun cover I made. Hope you like it. It's the original instrumental track. I engineered the vocals. Okay, so we're listening for vocal production and singing advice. Awesome. Let's go.
few weeks ago, I saw you front row, and my heart stopped at the sight. Thought you were solo, but you got a boy though. And my life ain't been the same. Been feeling mentally physically weak. Girls blowing up my phone, they just ain't you. Oh baby, I'm meant to be on my own. But just before I go, there's something you should know. And girl, I fantasize about it all the time. If you were mine, I give this jewel to you. 9 to 5, 5 to 9. Try to behave, but I'm feeling so outside my way. That just ain't it. A few months later,
Hey.
you're still together.
Good job, Canis. Colin, what do you
Yeah.
think?
A lot of great in that. I want to hear your notes first, Elena.
Yeah, so I mostly felt really good about it. One thing that immediately stood out to me when we got to the chorus, I feel like I don't remember the original key, but I think this is the original key. But this is obviously sung by Ariana Grande originally, so it was an octave above this. And I think for you being a male singer, the chorus was too low. And this is something that I advise people all the time. When you're recording a song, whether it's your own or a cover, try a few different keys, right? Just grab your track and like coarsely change the key, 1, 2, 3 semitones down, 1, 2, 3 semitones up, and just see if the original key is even the best key for you, or if going a little bit up or a little bit down is going to be better for you, because I felt like everything was really comfy until you dropped down there, and I was like, ooh, this seems a little low for you.
I definitely agree with that. And just from a mixing perspective, it led to this like kind of low mid-rangey build-up. I think in the vocal, which is a little bit the mix, a little bit the performance. I think there's a few things leading to that, but there's definitely some like kind of low mid stuff going on there. And there's a synth playing the same kind of range.
Yeah, that's always tough. That's always tough. Yeah.
I think you either pitch that up or you kind of like saturate it and make it more of like a blown out synth sound and filter it a ton. But I don't think that was weird. I think not a rub in terms of like notes being off, but a rub in terms of frequencies.
Frequency rub, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's tough because he obviously just took like an instrumental of a cover, right? So he doesn't have the stems.
True. Good point.
Usually
Yeah.
in this case, I'm kind of like, you just need to use like dynamic EQ on the stereo track in those frequencies and have it like poking down when you're singing in those frequencies. It's the best you can do. I would also say if you were, let's say, putting this cover on social media, I would love to hear the track just a little bit louder, because your voice is very loud and it's like present, and of course that's what you're trying to show off, I understand, but just having a little bit more balance, just a little more track, just feels better overall. You don't want to feel like your voice is sitting on top of the track.
100%. Yeah, you want to get it in the track. That's huge.
But your voice is great. Your performances were great. The runs were awesome. Just these small things. The biggest thing I think for you is just testing your keys before you sing your covers to find your ultimate like sweet spots for your voice. So, but
Totally
I
agree.
saw lots of PLs. So, I mean, everybody's been PL'd today. Like,
Pigs of the week and other eaters.
and yes, next up we have a fun track name called Saucy Bits. And this is by Reverb. All right. You're so appreciated, Reverb. Thank you so much. They're shouting out my newsletters. You have some pretty cool stuff in your newsletters, Colin, right?
Yeah, I got a whole if you download the guide that comes with that big mixing tutorial, I also have a full like little email mixing course. That's really, really helpful stuff. So yeah, I think people don't realize how much value can be delivered in emails.
No, it's
written
true.
off a lot,
I
but-
know a lot of people like emails are still a thing. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
really, they are, and sometimes you get more out of them than like a short on social media.
I totally agree.
Guys, subscribe to Colin's emails. They're amazing. But let's listen to Saucy Bits. Oh, yes. I jumped the gun. I forgot to turn it up again. DJ Alina is failing. All right, let's go. Let's try it again. little quiet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna master it here with AI just to see.
Boombot. I like that.
Yeah, it does a really good job. We'll hear in a second. There's a bit of a rub, right there? On the second chord. A. Oh, that was a fun moment. Some good, some bad. What do you think, Colin?
So we're about a minute and a half in, right?
Yeah.
I think it took too long to get to that hook.
Yeah, done.
That's my initial thought. Yeah. That was like, the problem is the density of how much is going on leading up to that. That the hook is actually a release, but I feel like by a minute in, I'm kind of, on to the next thing. Whereas I just think it needed to change to that. The hook has the most space. It had the most bam, 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 bam. Like there's room in there. And everything else kind of built tension, I think, for slightly too long, is how I feel about it.
I felt that as well. Yeah, I feel like, you know what it is? It's probably that the horn, the brass was kind of overexposed in the verse. We heard it so much. Like, if it was even filtered a little bit, right? If it was like...
Yeah.
Something like that. I think it would have been better. And I swear to God, I thought I heard some rubs. Like sometimes there's like verbs from pianos or synths, like kind of stepping on stuff. There was something going on in like the lower mids, like actual note rubbing. I want to almost double check it. Also, check out the waveform difference. This is great.
Yeah. Can we listen to this? Let's go to the hook.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh my God, this is about to be loud. Wow. Yeah, cool. I think the master actually helped so much. It was just so quiet, right?
Yeah, and this is a huge thing when you're mixing and you want to go listen to your song, always put a limiter on it. I actually would recommend, personally, I recommend not using AI tools when you're mixing for mastering. Just put a limiter on it, make it louder, get like 3 to 5 decibels of gain reduction on your limiter. If you don't mix, then if you're new to mixing, that basically is that your song is quiet down here like we see there. You set a limiter, it keeps it from digitally distorting. You put your song up into that, and it pushes down the loudest points of your song, but it brings up the overall volume of the song, and it exposes some things in your mix that you want to address at a mixing level, that then even if you decide to use AI tools for the actual master, I think having that limiter while you're in the mixing stage is going to help you know what you need to address and fix in your mix a lot more than hearing it with an AI master on it that's changing actually fundamentally what's going on to the sound that you're listening to.
I 100% agree. Also, guys, let me know if you would like to PL this track or not. Yeah, I agree. I think AI mastering is amazing, like to try when you're basically feeling really good about your mix already, and you're like, oh, let me load it in this thing and see what it does and see how it, changes it. But yeah, I always mix with something on my master bus with some form of limiting, because yeah, it really does let you know things to be addressed, when if you just keep it super soft all around with a lot of headroom, sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you don't notice things. So
do you mix with your limiter on?
I do.
Okay. I know some people that do that. Yeah. That's not my approach, but I know some people
you
do
mix
that for sure.
without the limiter.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I do my revisions with the limiter on, but I get my initial mix set up because I don't want to be fooled about headroom and individual levels.
Yeah.
Because the limiter's tucking things down. So I want to get it as close as I possibly can. Then I put a limiter on. When I come back to revisions, then I'll make it with the limiter on. But yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly both ways are really good. I feel like you might be very precise if you do it without the limiter, but also if you really train your ear to be the sound of your like limiting chain that you use, you kind of start knowing what moves to make and how to make it sound good with your specific setup. So I think both work. It's just whatever is easier for the particular person. So let's see, PL, we've got a couple of PLs. You guys are being stingy on the PLs for this. Okay, guys, well, still really, really good job, Reverb, and would love to hear you work on this a little bit more. And guys, we have one more song from this round. And, you know what? Why is it not showing up? Oh, there you go. There it is. It's called I'll Show You. And this is by A Little Aquarius. Okay. This is a different genre. Pop rock. Okay, this will be right up your alley. Colin. Start at 1:30. Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
It pains me as yours just won't go away. My heart flutters when I hear your name. Now I wanna fall back into your embrace. I don't wanna shed any more tears for you. You only gotta tell me the truth.
What do we think?
Okay, I'm gonna comment on the last thing I heard real quick. That delay in the second pre-chorus or whatever that we just heard, that really continued. I love that. In my opinion, you should make that into a part that helps build into the next chorus that's hidden right there.
Cool idea.
Yeah. What do you think?
I felt like vocally was really, really cool. There were some really great performances in there. I mostly felt like the arrangement and the mix, especially in the chorus, it's a little tough, right? Like the guitars felt really like kind of narrow and small, and it just didn't sit right to me, right? The vocal kind of poked out too much. I feel like this type of style reminded me of Paramore a little bit.
Yeah.
It needs to kind of feel all like cohesive together, right? Vocal, guitars, drums. It needs to feel like a band, and this didn't feel like a band to me.
Yeah, it felt disjointed.
Yeah.
And I agreed. My number one note was that the vocals were too loud. And think about mixing as balancing. And if one thing is really loud, then inherently everything else sounds quiet, right? Like it's a teeter-totter type situation. And so if your vocals are up here, then like all your other instrumentation is going to be down here. So most of the time it's about kind of squeezing that back down. And so, yeah, I think vocals, if just getting those vocals down, I mean, kind of a lot, like 6 or 7 decibels probably, I think would help a ton.
Yeah. I really agree.
From a vocal production standpoint, one thing I wanted to comment on is there were a lot of good layers, but sometimes the end of some of the layers were a little bit longer than the lead, or at least that's what it sounded like to me. Again, I'm kind of hearing it mono. And paying close attention to vocal doubles and harmonies timing is as important in a lot of ways as the actual notes. And so getting it so where you're ending that phrase at the same time, or that word at the same time, is super key. It just kind of pulls your ear away from the lead in a way that's distracting.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Guys, let us know if you're hearing PLs for I'll show you. But yeah, I think like the biggest thing here was just the vocal level, right? And especially for this type of song, you want to hear everything together. You want to get that like live band feel, where something that's a little more electronic can probably get away with that like pokey vocal. Here, not as much, not so much.
Yeah, and I saw a couple people in the chat just say that the drums were not punchy enough, too dark, not enough high end. Totally agree. You should have that like that big hyped, like high energy, a lot of brightness, a lot of top end, a lot of upper mid range, and probably a ton of compression on those drums to really make them pump and hit hard.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. So yeah, guys, that was the end of our free-for-all. Thank you everyone so much. So I think we are gonna let Colin go here because he doesn't have a ton of time, but I will still be here with you guys. We're just gonna take a little bit of a break and I will come back. But yeah, guys, isn't Colin great? Can we get some digital applause in the chat? Thank you so much for being here, for lending your wisdom to this community, to this chat. We appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun, and guys, amazing music, and Alina's an amazing mentor. So you're lucky, and you're in the right place.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, and just as a reminder, and for anybody new, Colin's mixing tutorial is pinned in the chat. So make sure you guys save that link. Make sure you open it up and have it ready to go for right after the stream. You can watch this very long, very thorough, very good tutorial, and make sure you also sign up for his newsletter because he delivers incredible advice in it, like pretty much weekly, right? All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
That's what's up. All right, guys. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you soon. And everybody say bye to Colin.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Colin. have returned. I am here. Oh my god, my leg just twitched so weird. Just like sat down and it went. What is up, you guys? I have returned. Colin has left. But isn't he great? He did an amazing job. And yeah, it was so like stressful trying to set up the stream for him to be able to hear everything stereo, but I mean, he's still slayed, a total professional, hearing through the mono playback. So, you know, we out here, guys, we out here. But anyway, let us continue with our listening session, and we're gonna have a little bit of a verified moment here. So let's jump right in here and let's see. I saw some gold members, or I think I saw at least one, so that's the person we're gonna start with. We have so many submissions today, guys. It's crazy. Yes, so we have Banjaxed with XOXZ remix. Oh, XOXO. I was like XOXZ. I don't know what that means. All right, a remix of Ive with some chill R&B vibes. Okay, amazing. All right, more of a minimal sound. Let's listen, guys. Let's check it out. Ooh, pretty.
첫눈 꼭 감아볼래 어떤 판타지를 상상하든 내가 다 이뤄줄게 너는 그냥 꿈만 꾸면 돼 점점 커지는 silence 아득히 너를 이끈 소리 원하면 끄덕여봐 너는 깨어날 수 없을 거야 Give me all that 너의 모든 것을 원해 Give me the X, give me the O, give me the L-O-V-E 너라면 다 I want it all
Okay, I will say, sorry, just stop. I know the vibes are good. Some of the chords you pick don't go with the melodies they're singing. There's one in here, and this and that. The second it came in, I was like, that's not the right chord. You'll need to tweak your chord to fit what they're singing better. This is super fun. Okay, so I feel like other than the fact that some of the chords don't go together with it, what I'm feeling is the vocals are kind of sitting on top of the track, right? It's kind of what Colin was talking about. Like if something is too loud, everything else seems too quiet. The vocals are, you know, and in the song, vocals are king in any kind of pop, K-pop song, but you still want to hear the track, especially since the track is your original work, right? And everything you did kind of felt like just a little bit soft compared to the vocals. So I would definitely just mix that to make sure the vocals are a little bit quieter, and some of the pretty pads that you have are a little bit louder. Some of the drums hit a little bit harder. So mostly that, but yeah, the chords in a couple of spots where they don't match the melodies, that's always like really jarring, you know what I mean? So you'll just need to work with that, but I think it was a really fun remix. Let me know if you guys would like to PL. Kiara says, I'm hearing Red Velvet. Yeah, it was giving like New Jeans, a little bit of Red Velvet, maybe a little like younger feeling than Red Velvet, but yeah, that like R&B cute vibe. So yeah, see a couple of PLs. I'm gonna give you guys a little time to do it. It's not only verified users from now on. We're gonna do this verified segment, and then we'll do another shorter free-for-all towards the end of the stream. So if you're not verified, no problem, just hang out. Just have a nice tea or coffee if it's early enough where you're at. And yeah, we will be doing non-verified as well. But yeah, just doing the verified segment at the moment. Okay, I see all the PLs coming in. Yeah, you slayed. We have so many good songs now in the
Because of the weekend, other eaters.
Popping, guys. Also, I noticed Colin was here and I wanted to kind of keep things moving, but reverb, you got enough BLs like after we already moved on. So I want to put you in the God, I cannot speak. Ah! In the playlist. Guys, we have so many songs today. Let's see. Okay. Saucy Bits. I'm gonna add you in because I saw that and I made myself a mental note. Boom. Here you go.
Because of the week and other
And all
eaters.
right. Next verified person is going to be, let's see, do we have any other golds? By the way, guys, if you want to become verified, there's a link for that in the description of the video. So just follow along. It just puts you a little bit more priority in these verified segments. Otherwise, you're in the free-for-alls kind of, it's more luck-based, you know, just whatever I see. Because the chat goes so fast. It's kind of like whatever my eyes are able to perceive at the time. All right, we've got Aton. You heard the early version of this track last live stream, changed it quite a bit, morphed it into something of a beast. Love it. It's written for somebody with a superstar voice, which I don't, that's okay. Like imagine Ariana Mariah, okay, like a singer, super singer. All right, let's listen. Oh, sorry. I keep doing it. I turned it off, trying to be fancy with my DJing. All right, here we go.
I can't help it, I'm sliding tonight. I never thought I would, but I just can't fight it. I can't hold back from you. Not sure I'm ready for what's coming right now. I'm trying hard to fight it, but I don't know how. I can't hold back from you. Do you get where I'm going with this? I'm trying to make you see. Don't wanna lose myself. I gotta keep a piece of me. Help me. Oh, oh, touch my face. Does not help me. Oh, oh, can't keep pace. I need you, I'm addicted to you. Like morphine, I'm morphing into you. I'm morphing into you.
Okay, I think this is really, really cool. Robert says fancy, and I literally agree. It is very fancy. Lots of interesting changes. TBH, I'm like, oh my God, like, is it even a little bit too much? I personally don't think so. I think it's like a very cool art piece almost, right? It just really shows your musicality, shows your knowledge, and it was really interesting. One thing I would say, it's like really kept my interest, and there was no point at which I was bored. I was really interested in everything that was about to happen. So that was really cool. Another like props I'm gonna give you is I'm pretty sure you started limiting on your master bus, because I don't think you did before, and everything was always like small, quiet. And now this is like, all right, this is good. What genre is this? Ooh, I mean, do we have to assign it a genre? I would say like experimental R&B. I don't know if that's a genre, but that's what it sounds like to me, like experimental jazz R&B. It's really freaking cool. It's really, really cool. I think, you know what will be interesting too? The kind of singer you get on it is really gonna help push it into more of like a, this is pop but super sophisticated direction, or this is R&B. Like, do you know what I'm saying? The singer, and since you're imagining a woman, her approach is gonna really determine what this is. But I think this is really interesting, and I would just keep going with this vibe. The only thing I noticed, let me try to find this spot. There was like literally one little piano run where I was like, do these notes go with this? Let's see, let me just try to find it. I think it was earlier, like here. Yeah,
I lose myself.
maybe
See, I'm trying to make you see.
that
Make you see.
Yeah, the first 3 notes, they're rubby, right? And you see, do, 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 do. If you did those, it would, I think, feel a little bit more natural in here. But great job. I'm always inspired hearing your tracks. They're so interesting. So I see lots of PLs. Boom, going right into September. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. It was not dry. Whoops. Here we go. Good job, Aitan. And let's see, do we have any more gold? Gold people? I like gold. Have you guys watched that movie? It's so old. Gold member. One of the Austin Powers movies. I like gold. All right, no more gold. Let's look at the silver members. Silver. Reverb, we already got you. Let's see. Oh my god, still going. We have so many songs today, guys. It is absolutely nuts. Okay, we have Nightfall with game type. Video game type of vibe. Start from 1. I gotcha. Let's do it. Oh. This is so pretty. Let's master this. Yeah, it's giving Genshin Impact, isn't it? I've never played that game, but I've worked with the company that makes that game, and I like researched it, and this is right on the money. I really love this. The bird sounds. I'm so relaxed right now, guys. I could just like take a nap. I think you did a great job. The only thing I would say, Nightfall, literally the only thing is maybe your kick drum, right? It's so kind of dry. It almost gives it like, God, what am I trying to say? Like a digital quality, right? Like it's giving it like a programmed feeling. And what I want to feel is I want to feel like I'm in a beautiful glen with fairies, right? And the last thing I want to feel is any sort of electronic vibe from the music. And I think it's because the kick is the same volume, right? It's got that little crunch on it and it's all kind of samey. It's kind of taking me out. I think if you even had like just a little bit of a rounder, more like lo-fi type of kick, or if you did a verb layer. So obviously don't put reverb on your kick, but like you could basically take like a copy of your kick or just another kick that doesn't have as much low end, and you can basically like remove some of the low end too, and then just put on the reverb on the top frequencies, and then you tuck it under like quite low, use it as like a little layer. I think that would be really, really cool. So also, let's just for funsies hear the mastered version, because I always just get really curious, and this is a feature of Boombox, you guys. One of the features you get with your verified accounts. Oh, sorry, I turned it off. Oh my God, so yeah, you can really hear that the tick, 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 tick of that kick. I definitely want to have it feel just a little more natural. It might just be even playing with different kick samples, but you did an amazing job. You guys, I see lots of PLs already, so let's just go ahead and add this beautiful track straight to the piggies.
Piggies of the week and other eaters.
Damn. All right, y'all. Let's see. Do we have any more silver members? Somebody said we need like a filter type for by type of membership. I literally agree. I'm gonna bring that up with Boombox because that would be sickening. Also, somebody asked if how they know if their account is going to become verified because they just got a membership. Thank you for doing that, by the way. I will literally see it updated in here. You'll get like a little, let me show you. You'll get like a little star next to your name like this. And yeah, I think that was it for silvers, but let me, oh, nope, I lied. We have Michelle with Light My Days. Oh my god, they're in Australia. I have to watch later. Oh, thank you so much. So kind. I wish I could like stream at a time that worked for everybody, you guys. I really do. It's so funny. I actually have a couple creators I love from Australia. Yeah, and when they stream, it's always like 3 a.m. for me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch later. I can never be live. But yeah, let's check this out.
Like a fire I can't contain. See my life consumed by flame. As it burns, I feel no pain.
Love the lo-fi feel of the track.
There's an urgency in me, such a hunger to believe that you're all I'll ever need. You light up my days in 1,000 different ways. So keep the fire burning, because there's no returning. 5 months away.
Okay, all right. This is a really cool track. So the biggest thing I'm seeing, and by seeing I mean hearing immediately, Michelle, is the mixing of your vocals, right? Because this track, I would say it's like an interesting mixture of lo-fi with a little bit of rock, maybe like indie rock. And I think your vocals feel very thin and almost kind of like how people process like really like girly pop vocals. Here, I actually like have this pulled up for you. And what I'm hearing, right, in your processing, I'm hearing that you're very bright up top, somewhere around like 10,000 hertz, like 5, like this area right here, you have it really cranked up, which I myself like often talk about turning this up, but you are like really loud here, right? And what I'm also hearing is your mids are like this. So we've got this type of EQ going on, and that makes your vocals sound really thin and like papery. And for the kind of song that this is, I want to hear it a little bit more mid. And yeah, you can keep some of the brightness, because if you go too much like this, it's going to sound dull. So keep a little bit of the brightness up top, but you just want to kind of position it to where the mids are still present, so you hear more of the alto qualities of your voice, especially in the first verse, right before you get higher. You want to hear that like nice natural mid-range. So that's the biggest thing I would say. And yeah, otherwise I think it sounded really cool, and it was a unique approach. I really loved the kick and kind of like the lo-fi feeling of it. So let me know if you guys are hearing a PL for the song. Yeah, Liv says the vocal timing needs a little bit of work. It's true. I feel like a lot of the times people rush a little bit, especially when they have these drawn out type of melodies like da 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 da. It almost feels like, oh, I need to be like doing something, right? But you could just relax. Da 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 da. You could really relax into it, and you don't have to always try to push for, more. You could just sing the slower paced melody and like really lean into it. Okay. Noman, no, it's not too late. We still have like another half hour or so go ahead and submit. I see 1 PL so far. Is the submitter the producer as well as the singer? I don't know if they are or not. Yeah, it really helps a lot if you guys say, oh, I've worked on this track and I sang, or if you're like, oh, I just sang, or I'm just the top liner, then I know what to give you feedback on. So, but yeah, I see some PLs. Okay, all right. I see 1, 2, 3. Okay, not enough to go in the list, but that's okay, Michelle. Please submit again. Would love to hear more of your art. And then I think we have Robert here. I overlooked him by accident. There you are, Mad World. Also a silver member. Took a break from trying to write lyrics to practice music production skills. Okay. Hey, that's what's up. Okay. In one of my live streams a couple of weeks ago, I was live recording vocals and I kind of split my performances into little chunks. And okay, now that Robert did it, I'm so happy to see that it's worked and that it's been really helpful. Awesome. Let's hear it. Oh, again, my DJing has failed me. Let's see. Epic. Let's go.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world.
I love the vocal layers right there. Great cover, Robert. This sounds awesome. I absolutely love a lot of your synths. Your approach is so unique and fresh on this, and your vocals are sounding so much better. I'm so proud of you. The processing on them is really nice. Just kind of your confidence, I think, in performance is really improving as well. So I'm really excited about this. I love this. The only thing I noticed, I think there's like a weird pitch thing with some of your toms. Let me try to find what I heard. It was very, very subtle. I think it was right here.
Drown my sorrow, no tomorrow, no.
You know, you've got that little drum. It sounds like a tom to me, but it might be something else. Tune that tune that shit. It is just like very slightly rubbing, nothing crazy at all, but it caught my ear because everything else you have is so electronic. So obviously it's all like well in tune, or if you're detuning, it's super like deliberate. This I was just kind of like, ooh, I kind of hear something. I hear something happening right there with that drum, but I basically loved it. I thought it was awesome. What do you guys think? Oh, like so many PLs. But let's go. I don't even have to ask. Boom. Straight into playlist.
Because of the weekend, other eaters.
And let's do a couple more people for this verified segment, guys. I think because we have so many submissions today, I'm just gonna like do this and like see if I see bronze members, we'll just stop on them. Okay, so we have Helgar with you. Okay, yeah, this is one of Colin's people. He says, I took Colin's course and I 100% recommended everybody check out Colin's course. Production, mixing, and vocals. Let's do it. Right.
Soft light dancing on your skin, morning whispers, tangled sheets and grin. The coffee's cold, but I don't really care. Finally, I'm all alone with you.
Ooh, it's giving James Taylor. Let's go.
Finally, I'm all alone with you. And if the world is fading and the lights go way down low, I won't feel the dark and I will not feel the cold. I don't need the stars, I don't need the moon. All I want is time with you. With you.
I think this is really, really great, Helgar. I really love this song. It really gave me the feels of like James Taylor type of music. Really well mixed. Honestly, great drums. It's very hard to do. You clearly know what you're doing to really get drums on an acoustic song like this to have impact but still feel acoustic. And I really feel like this accomplished this, because a lot of the times when people send in anything more acoustic based, anything rock, folk based, a lot of the times drums are either too electronic sounding or they're I'm losing my voice. It's so acoustic that they have just no impact, no low end. It's had great low end. Guitar sounded great. The only thing I would say, I felt like this is something Colin was talking about earlier, a little bit of a buildup in the mids that was just, I feel like it could use like the tiniest bump down in those frequencies. Like, let's see. Let me reset this real quick. I would say around like 300-400 hertz on the main male vocals. Sorry guys. Wow. Y'all know this happens to me after 2 hours of talking. I lose my voice. There was just a little bit of buildup here, and I literally would just do like a very small bump down on the EQ, maybe even a dynamic EQ here as well. But I think overall, other than that, it was just really great. And the songwriting was great, lyrics were great, melodies were really, really good, just beautiful, great dynamic development. So absolutely great job. And we have lots of PLs, so you're going straight into the playlist. Let's go. Boom.
Because of the weekend, other eaters.
All right, one more. Oh, voice. One more verified member, another bronze member. Let's pick somebody, guys. Let's just grab somebody. Feel the beat. BTY London, let's go. Okay, not finished yet. Been using some of your methods from the crash course. Let's go. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad it has been helpful to you. All right. Let's do it. Oh, wait, did I? No, I didn't. Another DJ fail. We need a DJ fail button, guys, for every time I forget to turn the music off, the background music off, and turn up the actual song. Feel the beat. Oh, nope, not yet.
Feel the beat. Feel the beat. Baby.
Okay, that was really awesome. Oh, guys, we might have to end a little bit early. I have very little voice left. I might have to start whispering ASMR. This was awesome. You know, the bass sounded great. The kick was kicking. The arrangement was so fun. I was really enjoying it. The only thing I would say, so the super reverby, like smack it, dap it, whatever it was, those vocals, the female and the male, I kind of felt like the verb wasn't quite executed how it should be. Let me just refer back to it real quick. Oh, I already turned it off. Let's see. I really, that and then the on the female voice. I love the verb. I don't think you should try it out. I think it was cool. I think the only thing is I probably would just, like, you know what I would do? I would have it be delayed a little bit. So you hear a little bit of the dry vocal, but then you get that like really nice tail. Like, here, let me show you what I'm thinking. Get out of here, reverb. Like this vibe. Okay, let's say if your mix is like pretty high, right? The decay is kind of low, but take your pre-delay and make it like kind of high. You can also look up what the 30-second note for your BPM is and set it to that. Like, let's say if it was like 125, you could just like do that, right? Or just type it in like 125, like literally exactly. And then you have your verb coming in a little bit delayed. So you get a little bit of the dry vocal, but then you get like the kind of tail of the verb too. And then what I would do is, if you can bust out your verb, you should, because what you can do then is affect it separately from the lead vocal. And I would try to take some of the boom out, like honestly similar to this, but I would do like a whiter little, or like one of those. Like, you really kind of don't want anything here. And you don't really want these like low mids on that verb. They can come through in the dry vocal, but in the verb, it makes it sound very like it kind of muddies up your mix like very fast. So other than that, it was sickening. Hey, so let's go. That was very cool. I see lots of PLs, and let's just go ahead and add it in. Hey.
Pigs of the week and all their eaters.
Let's do one more little round, one fun more little round of free for all. This will be a little mini free for all, so I'll pick 3 songs. But let's go ahead and wrap up this stream with that, because I want to give people who are not verified not verified, one more chance. And then, yes, of course, if you want to become verified, guys, the link for that is in the description below. So, but yeah, comment your song's name right now, and I will pick 3 at random, and we will listen to them. And after that, we will pick Piggy of the Week, the person who ate the hardest. There were some really good ones, really, really good ones. So we're good. We're gonna do our best. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a second to like get into the spam of it all. The spam of it all. Okay, got one. And alrighty. I got my 3. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for your spam. And the first person in this mini free-for-all, their song is called... Oops. Uh-oh. Wait, what is it? Oh, there it is. Not Going Back. And this is by Wunsch Machine. All right, let's go. Drum samples, added some instruments, some vocals on top. Here we are. Okay. Let's listen.
Let's sing it over.
Where do I
Let's say it's over. Where do I begin? We lost our way, never thought of you. Cuts through my skin. Break all my bones. You won't leave me alone. It's turning me crazy. This just has to end. Break all my bones. You won't leave me alone. We're not going back, and we were never friends.
Love. This is a really sick track. A little bit experimental, but also is giving that like almost like 2010s pop EDM kind of feeling. Really fun. I really enjoyed a lot of this. There's a couple of moments I noticed that you could just do small improvements in. I almost felt like because you have so many different sections and you building it up and you're adding a lot of dynamic, which I quite like, I feel like almost starting a little bit simpler arrangement wise might be good. There's a few drum hits here where I was like, I feel like this could be saved for later.
Let's say it's over.
Yeah. It's a the snares. Honestly, you could get away with just the kick, the synths, and the vocals in the beginning, or maybe like half of those snares, just a little bit less. And then I also noticed, I love the male female combo of voices. I felt like it was a little bit it wasn't clean. The harmonizing, I wanted to find where it was somewhere in the middle here.
Break all my bones. You won't leave me alone. go
It was a little early.
me crazy.
Oh, right here, right here, right here.
It's turning.
Yeah, right here. I think you're meant to be doing an octave with her. I don't know if it's you singing. The male voice is meant to be doing the octave with the female voice, but it almost sounds like a kind of like a second or something. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Maybe just check it, see what's going on there. If it's an octave, make it a little bit cleaner with tuning or re-sing it. If it's supposed to be a harmony, just clarify what harmony it's supposed to be. I was just a little bit lost right there, specifically with the vocal layering, but it's cool. And I see a bunch of PLs. So let's go ahead and add it straight to the playlist.
Because of the week and other eaters.
And next up, we have Chantel, Crazy Missing You. This is their first song release. Congratulations. That's awesome. Anything particular I should work on? Awesome. All right, let's listen. Okay, so they wrote and sang, so we're focusing more on top lining and vocal production. Oh, 121, sorry. Sometimes I miss these things. Here we go.
Wishing you was my baby. So come around, let's fall in. Holiday in my dreams up at night. I can't sleep, need your touch, ease my mind. You know I want every part of you in the west way. Numb this pain. Heavens above. Now my friends wish I would give it up. Need your love. I don't care how much it really hurts. Missing you like crazy. I need you to call me. Wishing you was my baby. So come around, let's fall in. Need you like a drug, yeah, I'm still hooked, you got me stuck. Need a little shot of your deep sweet love, even though a little's not enough. So wrong, but it's so right. Need you here, right by my side. Want your shadow tangled up with mine, touching me in a way.
Okay, really good, Chantel. Really beautiful vocals. I felt like your songwriting was good. There's some catchy moments in there, fun vibes, and I really like the vocal layering. There's some good harmonies, especially in the chorus. I feel like you could definitely use more layers, right, for this type of style, which I would describe as like down-tempo pop R&B, maybe a little bit lo-fi. You really want to lean into those like ooh, like all those pads, you know, union harmonies, a lot of kind of call and response harmonies. You can go a little bit crazy with this because you have such a kind of sparse track and you have a pretty voice. So I think really playing with vocal production for your next song is going to be a really big move for you. I also think I just want you to focus on getting better at singing. And what I'm hearing is that you have a really great raw instrument. You're just talented naturally, but I do hear kind of like maybe a little bit of a lack of confidence, especially in this part right here where you were like da 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 da, more rhythmic. I kind of felt like you a little bit like stuttering on the rhythms and just being a little bit timid on it, right? Which is totally normal, and for the first song I think you're killing it, right? But I think just singing a lot more on the mic. I don't know if you recorded yourself or if a producer recorded you, but setting things up to where you can work with a producer really regularly, recording even covers, right? Or you can get your own setup if that's, you know, something that you don't have yet, so you can record yourself as much as possible so that you can just gain the experience and the confidence. That's what I would say. But sound great, really talented, and I see lots of PLs. So straight into the playlist. Let's go.
Because of the week and other eaters.
Have one more song, guys, and then we're gonna pick Piggy of the Week. And this song, is called Hyperbole, another language, I'm pretty sure. And this is from Soreb. I think they're in the chat. So amazing. Let's check it out. go bass. Ooh. I love the switch up here. Hey. That is great. Sounds great. Literally only a couple of thoughts I have is your kick is a little small. It's not like super tiny. It's fine, but I think your bass is so present that the kick kind of gets like, it has a like tink, tink, tink feel like, I don't know how else to describe it. And I want it to be like bang, 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 right? So I just think adding a little bit of sub to that kick and even just like transient shaping specifically in the sub, you could also try the higher frequencies. You might want to even hear a little bit more of a cut of that kick. So love the kick. I think the bass is great. I would also maybe play around with the subs of the bass because it felt like a little bit more of a mid-rangey type of bass to my ear, but arrangement was awesome. I just would love to hear you add a top line to this. And I think that's what's gonna really like make this come alive. But it's a great track. I really enjoyed it. So let me know if you guys are hearing PL for Sorib. I personally vote for it. It was really, really fun. But yeah, guys, right after this, we're gonna pick Piggy of the Week. And we have some good ones. We have some really, really good ones. So I'm really excited to listen back to the faves. To be honest, I was like so kind of like trying to manage a million things when Colin was here. So I didn't write down my faves, but I do remember them. I do remember them in my head. So when we go to the playlist, I'm gonna pull them up. So, but let's give this track a PL because I see enough PLs in the chat. Great job, Sorib, sorry.
Piggies of the week and other eaters.
To our Piggies playlist. We got a different pig. We got a different pig this time around. And okay, I am pretty freaking sure that Kim and Aka's Savage song is gonna be a contender. So I'm gonna do a little poll, you guys, and we can vote. So, all right. Oh shoot, I think I did it wrong. No, let's see. Let me just very quickly start a poll. Okay, yes. Who should be Piggy? And then yes, we're gonna do Savage, which I will play for you guys right now. Here we go.
Magical like a diamond, but when my mind gets darker, nobody can shut my fire. Yeah, you already know I'm a savage. I'm a get it done, gonna party, cause I'm a savage. Got the crown, I'm the one to be so damn savage. Shining like a god, cause I got the aura. Tell them what you want, I don't give a fuck.
All right. The votes are in. And you know what, guys? We have 2 piggies. We have 2 piggies this week. Actually, 3 piggies because one of them is a collab. Our piggies are Kim Miguel and Aka with Savage and Channy with his new track. Congratulations, you guys. The votes were like literally 38% for both of you. I'm not making that up. So, congratulations, you guys. Absolutely killed it. Great job this week, everybody. So, next week, there will not be a stream. I am traveling next week, traveling a lot this whole month. So, I will be seeing you guys in 2 weeks. I don't know what it is, like September 27th, something like that. But you guys have plenty of time to prepare your tracks. So excited to see you all. If you're not in Discord, definitely join Discord because it is linked in the chat. In the description, because that's where I post kind of updates, link to the next stream, link to submit, all of that. So I love you guys. I am so happy about this week's songs. You're all crushing it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.